Jamir Garcia of Slapshock died at the age of 42. So it's really a sad day today. Today, November 26, Thursday, 2020. It's a sad day for all Filipinos, because Jamir Garcia of Slapshock died at the age of 42. So it's really a sad day today. Guys, I would just like to share about my experiences as a teenager studying at the University of Cebu City, Philippines. That was like more than 20 years ago. I was like 19 years old, 20 years old at that time when I first heard about the band called Slapshock. And the first time I saw Jamir Garcia on TV, he get a red hair, not really that long. Yeah, it's a long hair. And the first music video, the Agent Orange, where he get a hair dreadlocks, and with the baggy pants and all that, wearing a jersey. So like those were the days. And he got a red hair as well. So that's his trademark. And growing up those years, I've been watching their videos, their concerts. Yeah, when they went to Cebu, and I got to see them in person at Artist Days at somewhere in Cebu City, and I get to see them perform, Jamir and his band Slapshock. And during those times, the first time I saw him, like, it's like this guy is kind of cool, man. Like, he's trying to re-educate people who's into music, trying to rebrand the genre, because those the days, high school days, where during my high school days were all like grunge music, listening to Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, the list goes on. So those were the grunge era. But when almost at the late 90s, yeah, where like the music trend a bit change, like from Wolfgang, Razorback, the metal bands, the OPM metal bands were like flourishing just during my high school and early college days. But 98, 99, yeah, 98, 99, yeah, if I'm not wrong, where Slapshock went into the mainstream scene, the music scene in the Philippines. And yeah, man, like, he's trying to re-educate us, like music lovers, music fans at the time, rock and roll scene, rock and roll bands, like from grunge. I trans like I changed my kind of music. I try to listen to the rap metal. This was the heyday of rap metals, like rap music, hip hop. Then try to mix up with the metal tunes. So kind of mix up like hip hop and metal, where I can remember that during high school days, early college days, like hip hop and metal can't go together. Like metal people listen to, like my peers, who listen to metal. Um, they don't like hip hop. They don't like those guys like wearing baggy pants, low pants, and um, in fact, I was one of the metal heads at the time. Yeah, so I listened to rock metal, heavy metal, and aside from listening to grunge, so I'm more of a metal side kind of guy at the time. So I'm not really into hip hop, rap songs, So that was my music orientation at the time. But when Korn, Limp Bizkit came out, then in the local scene in Cheese, Greyhounds, and Slapshock came out. Um, everything changed, man. Like yeah, from grunge, from like skinny jeans, wearing Chuck Taylor, and grunge, kind of grunge jeans, kind of dirty jeans, and from that kind of fashion and music, and kind of get a transition. I get a transition at the time. So from grunge, I listened to from metal and grunge. I listened to rock metal. I started to listen to rock metal, and one of the guys that influenced me is Jamir Garcia. So yeah, Jamir Garcia, one of the influences that influenced me to to listen to rock metal. And during that time, they were the pioneering of the rock metal scene in Philippines. And yeah, man, like I totally changed. Like from grunge, then I kind of wear baggy pants. Like I used to wear jeans 42 inches, like 42 inches, like hip line, and 36, 38, 40, 42 jeans. So it's kind of loose, man. Like some baggy pants and loose t-shirts. Yeah, black loose t-shirts as well. Extra large, extra large. So I used to wear that, and I used to like dye my hair red as well. Because Jamir's really influenced me a lot. And I also had a dreadlocks, just like Jamir. I used to have a dreadlocks, and yeah, those were the days. And during those times, when I get a red hair, I didn't realize that some people don't realize that I get a like a similarities with Jamir. Yeah, because when I went to department store, malls, ladies, some girls, all my classmates would tell me, "Yeah, you look like Jamir, like with your hair and the way you dress." So yeah, obviously Jamir's got a really good, really had a really great influence in my like younger years, my teenage and 20s years during those times. So yeah, like in fact until now, like I'm wearing Dickies, one of their major sponsors of Slapshock, and I'm also wearing cap right now, just like Jamir. So yeah, in one way or another, yeah, that influence that I get from Jamir won't like won't be gone in within me, because I see that that thing in him that maybe some people don't get it. Yeah, I just have a resemblance. So like So going back to these years, like girls are like, man, like, oh, Jamir. Yeah. So at first I felt bad because like I don't think I look like Jamir. Yeah, but as time goes by, like, lots of people are like saying you look like Jamir and all that. Yeah. So with my hair, yeah, yeah. So yeah, just yeah. I don't know if I still look like Jamir right now. Yeah, but when Jamir was still skinny, yes, a lot of people tell me that look like Jamir when Jamir was a bit skinny. If the time that he didn't gain a lot of weight yet. So yeah, yeah, my life, my rock and roll days were like kind of influenced by Jamir Garcia. So it's really a sad day for me, personally, on a personal level. Yeah, so it's really sad day. Like the music industry lost like one of the premier vocalists in the rap metal scene in Philippines. So well, the second part of the video, this video, is that we heard the news about Jamir's death, and allegedly, and many have believed that the cause of his death is personal harm, self-harm, or suicide. So guys, man, this is the hardest thing to happen, in someone's life. Like you kill yourself. Yeah, some people would accept, families, especially families, would accept if you're like got sick and all that. You're dead. Your death has like valid reasons, like been ill or been sick. For your loved ones, easier to accept. But suicide, it's really it's a different story, man. And I would like to, it just so happened that not only Jamir is, like a very, played a major influence in my life, but also, the cause of death of Jamir is really close to my heart as well. Suicide, because hell, man, I've been to hell as well. Well, I was being diagnosed with bipolar depression, manic depression, in the summer of 2000. That was 21 years ago. And bipolar manic depression is a mood swing disorder. And when you're sad, really you become really, like very sad, extreme sadness. And when you're happy, really happy, like you extreme happiness, you feel extreme happiness as well. So it's really a mood swing disorder. It's going up down in a tragic, in a drastic change in mood. And yeah, so I myself have been into depression many times in my life. In the 41 years of my life, been into depression several times. Yeah, when I was still in Cebu, yeah, that was like year 2010. Yeah, I had a major depression, and you know what? I don't want to go out. I don't want to meet people. I'm scared to go out. I don't want to see people. I just stayed at home all day long. I just stayed at my room all day long. Don't want to get out. I don't want to eat. Yeah, loss of everything. I lost everything. Interest to life. Yeah, I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to. I don't want to eat everything. That's like depression. Depression is, it's not really a joke, man. So yeah, in fact, my depression leads me to, to a suicide attempt. Yeah, because I hang myself. Yeah, I use a telephone wire. Uh, a telephone wire, because it was like in the, in my door, my doors, in my the door of my room. Yeah, it was there, and I took it out, and strangled myself with a telephone wire, and I tried to hang myself. Yeah, but yeah, like I was, yeah, I feel the pain. Yeah, because I hung myself, and but all the blood came up, like my eyes were like red. Yeah, but yeah, I didn't die, man. I mean, I survived. Then the second time was when I was in New Zealand as well. Yeah, so I was sick, and after I get, I was like sick for I was like in the hospital for 6 months. Then when I got out, I got so depressed. So yeah, I attempted to harm myself again. Yeah, then I still survived. Then the third one, the last attempt that I had was like, it happened like 3-4 years ago, where I overdosed myself with because I got medications, daily medications for my bipolar disorder. So I took a lot of pills, more than the prescribed medications or prescribed dosage. So I took more than the usual medications that I took every night, that I take every night. So yeah, I end up in the hospital, in Middlemore Hospital, and ambulance took me over there. So yeah, but yet I think it's not really that much. So yeah, but I had an attempt. I wanna die, I wanna end everything. I wanna end my life. So that's depression. So what Jamir's gone through, like I can relate to it. So now I just can't relate. Not only his music. I mean, not only his music, I can relate it with it, but as well the death of Jamir. It's also personal to me, because I've been through that hell as well. Depression. So for sure, Jamir suffered depression. I think maybe because personal reasons, money, relationships, the disband, their band, Slapshock disband. So there's several reasons surrounding the reasons, but I'm not sure. I don't know what's the real reason, but one thing's for sure is that depression killed him. It's not really Jamir killed himself, but it's the disease that killed himself, that killed Jamir, not the. So guys, like, yeah, it's not really a joke, depression. So once you feel, like sick, mentally, with a mental illness called depression, yeah, you really need to seek help. When you have the symptoms of depression, yeah, you really have, when you don't wanna eat, you don't wanna sleep, things like that. You lose interest, everything. So symptoms of depression, you really need to seek for medical help. You really need to go to psychiatrist, and let the psychiatrist do his thing, and try to diagnose you with your mental illness, especially depression, and the doctor will give you medications. And just like in my case, I have 2 medications every day that I take. It's lamotrigine for my mood disorder, the mood swings, to prevent extreme sadness and extreme happiness. So because when when I don't take my mood swing medications, yeah, for sure I'll be depressed. So I'll be dealing with depression again, and chances are I'm gonna attempt or commit suicide again. So guys, medications really help a lot. And the other medications that I'm taking is for anti-psychosis. That's the quetiapine, because all mental illness has something to do with psychosis as well. So you really need to take antipsychotic medications, and at the same time, quetiapine makes me sleep. So without quetiapine, I can't sleep. So yeah, so when people starts to feel not sleepy or cannot sleep or insomnia, so this is one of the major symptoms of depression. So yeah, I guess Jamir had gone through sleepless nights or insomnia before that incident happened. A lot of things running into his head. So yeah, guys, before it's too late. Don't self-medicate. Don't try to drink a lot just to kill the feelings or the depression. It won't help, guys. Yeah, how much more sometimes some illegal substance abuse as well. It doesn't help at all. It aggravates the situation. It aggravates depression. Yeah, so substance abuse aggravates depression. So yeah, as we all know, Jamir also, I don't want to judge him, but a lot of music industry are into alcohol as well. So yeah, there's always a bad thing about alcohol in long-term effect. That's why when you're into medication with depression and bipolar, you're not allowed to drink heaps. You're not allowed. I think you're just allowed 1 bottle or 2 bottles. That's it. Yeah, because it's that good. Like alcohol, no good, man. Alcohol sucks. In the long run, yeah, it leads you to depression as well. So guys, take care of yourself. Serotonin, because the diagnosis or the scientific explanation of depression is when the serotonin chemical in the brain runs out, or the neurotransmitter doesn't supply enough serotonin in your brain. Then that's depression comes in. So guys, don't ever believe in any myths that depression can be cured by yourself, or just hang out or something, drink or something. That's a myth. Depression is a medical condition. It's a mental illness, and it needs to be addressed. It needs to be corrected through medications, through psychiatrists, with the help of the psychiatrist. So now, guys, what happened to Jamir is really a wake-up call to all people around the world that depression is not really a joke, and you really have to be serious about it. That's why, guys, I want to appeal to everyone to become a mental health advocate. Like in this way we can save lives. At least a single life. One life is through this advocacy, mental health advocacy. that would be a great achievement, for everyone. Especially me, being a survivor, been a survivor of suicide. So yeah, guys, let's do it. Together we can fight mental illness and depression in general. So guys, yeah, hang on. Try to avoid things that would lead you to depression. guys, last thing about depression. Once you're diagnosed with the depression or major depressive disorder, and when you're diagnosed with it, there's no cure. That's really the sad thing about depression. The downside about depression, because it's incurable, guys. But this illness, depression, can be managed, but it is manageable through medical consultation and taking medications every day. So once you're diagnosed with severe depression, you will be taking medications for the rest of your life, just to cope up with everything, just to normalize chemical imbalance in your brain. So that's why if there's still ways, or to prevent to go through depression, then it's all worth it to do everything what it takes to avoid depression, avoid getting depressed. Because once you're clinically depressed, it's incurable, it's irreversible. So that's why lots of people, millions of people in fact, are suffering from depression every day. And in fact, there's a lot of famous people that's been associated with suicide, just like Sister Bennington of Linkin Park, the vocalist of Linkin Park, Chris Cornell, the frontman of Soundgarden, and Audio Slave. So too many to mention, guys. Like those guys that you don't expect to commit suicide, because they have everything. You think they have everything, like fame, rock and roll status, rock and rolls, just like Jamir. Who would ever thought that Jamir would commit suicide? People thought that he got everything, money, car, house, with all the royalties that he got from playing music. So nobody have thought that that a public figure, or famous rock star like Jamir would kill himself. So what? It only means that depression knows nobody, knows no age, knows no gender, knows no status. You're rich, you're poor, you're a girl, you're a boy. Yeah, nobody. You're a gay, you're a lesbian. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Depression knows no age, knows no gender. So yeah, even the young ones, being, in fact, and the son of Miriam Defensor Santiago, the late Miriam Defensor Santiago, his son Alexander ER, committed suicide. Who would have ever thought that guy, a son of a prominent politician in the Philippines would kill himself? Yeah. No, it just only tells that depression knows nobody. Nobody, like it's me, you, or me, or your loved ones, or your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad. Yeah, everybody's bound to depression when it's not prevented. So yeah, guys, let's take it seriously, the fight against depression, and to promote mental health awareness around the world. Spread love, more love, affection towards our loved ones. At least love can mitigate depression. So guys, thanks for watching.